Welcome back to the Longacres Finance channel. Today I want to do something different. I looked up how many Dividend Aristocrats are still going to announce a dividend increase before the end of the year. And surprisingly, there are 14 Dividend Aristocrats that should still announce a dividend increase this year. That's only if they follow their historical pattern of announcing around the same date as they have in the past. I want to propose a challenge to you, my listeners. Who amongst you is the best at predicting what dividend increase each of these Dividend Aristocrats will announce? And to make this a shorter and slightly easier challenge, I am only looking for a prediction for the next 9 dividend increases. These 9 Dividend Aristocrats are expected to announce their next dividend increase during the month of November. Here is how this contest will work. To make your prediction, just rank these 9 Dividend Aristocrats in the order from highest increase to lowest increase. Seems simple enough, right? No contest would be fun without a prize. So I would like to give the winner a $20 Amazon gift card to make this a little more exciting. The winner will be the person who is able to predict the most increases accurately. So if you pick stock A to have the highest increase, and stock A does in fact announce the highest increase, you get 1 point, and so on. Let me go over the 9 Dividend Aristocrats now, and give you a little background information on their dividend history to help you make your prediction. Afterwards, I'll tell you how I would like for you to submit your predictions. Up first, we have Emerson Electric that is set to announce their next dividend increase around November 3rd. Last year they raised their dividend by a cool 1%, and their 3-year dividend growth rate is 1.36%. Next, we have Amcor plc that is set to announce their next dividend increase around November 5th. Last year, they raised their dividend by 2.17%, and they don't have a 3-year dividend growth rate. The reason Amcor doesn't have a 3-year dividend growth rate is because it merged with Bemis in 2019, and its dividend growth rate pretty much started over. Amcor maintains a Dividend Aristocrat status because Bemis was a Dividend Aristocrat. I would say Amcor's dividend increase might be the toughest to predict, since there really isn't much history to go off of. Next, we have Atmos Energy that is set to announce their next dividend increase on November 11th. Last year, they raised their dividend by 8.7%, and their 3-year dividend growth rate is 8.98%. Next, we have ADP that is set to announce their next dividend increase around November 12th. Last year, ADP raised its dividend by 2.2%, and they have a 3-year dividend growth rate of 12.11%. Next, we have Roper Technologies that is set to announce their next dividend increase also around November 12th. Last year, Roper raised its dividend by 9.76%, and they have a 3-year dividend growth rate of 10.89%. Next, we have Brown-Forman that is set to announce their next dividend increase around November 19th. Last year, Brown-Forman raised its dividend by 2.98%, and they have a 3-year dividend growth rate of 4.34%. Next, we have McCormick & Company that is set to announce its next dividend increase around November 22nd. Last year, McCormick raised its dividend by 9.68%, and they have a 3-year dividend growth rate of 9.35%. Next, we have Hormel that is set to announce its next dividend increase around November 23rd. Last year, they raised their dividend by 5.38%, and they have a 3-year dividend growth rate of 9.33%. And finally, we have Becton Dickinson that is set to announce its next dividend increase around November 24th. Last year, they raised their dividend by 5.06%, and they have a 3-year dividend growth rate of 3.44%. I used last year's dividend declaration date to approximate the date that each of these aristocrats should announce its dividend increase this year. It's likely that the increases this year will be announced on different dates, and there's also a possibility that one or more of these aristocrats won't announce its increase this month at all. If that happens, I'll just scratch that company from the contest. To make things as clear as possible, let's say I ran this challenge last year. The best possible prediction would have been Roper, since it had the largest increase, followed by McCormick, Atmos Energy, Hormel, Becton Dickinson, Brown-Forman, ADP, Amcor, and Emerson Electric. If you'd like to participate, please make your prediction in the comments section below, or send it via email to longacresfinance@gmail.com. Just list out the companies by their name or ticker symbol from the highest increase to lowest increase. You must submit your prediction prior to the first increase, which might be announced in just a few days. I won't allow any entries after the first announcement. Hopefully all of these aristocrats announce their dividend increase around the expected date, and the contest can end towards the end of November. In the rare event that there might be a tie, I'll have to come up with a tiebreaker, but we can cross that bridge when we get to it. Perhaps I'll have the finalists predict the remaining 5 increases set to be announced in December. In case anyone is curious, the following 5 Dividend Aristocrats are expected to announce their dividend increase in December: Abbott Labs, Ben Franklin, Ecolab, Nucor, and Pentair. If you have any questions, please ask them in the comments section below. Good luck to everyone. I hope this will be fun and exciting.